Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy, across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On third down, Taylor. And able to find Decker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now with the play clock almost gone. Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, here's Taylor rolling to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 15 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They run it here with Thompson, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Star Lotulelei. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. But they face a second and long to start things out. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year, and the Packers are able to cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Taylor to his big tight end, Clay, for the Buffalo first.
Slow. Z. Ready.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor throwing again, eluding the pressure right. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, this is Ivory. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Taylor, escaping the pressure right. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. They'll run with Thompson. Ooh, what a move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Flush to his right, and he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Taylor to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Airing one out for Crowder. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, a run with Thompson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Star Latulele in on the tackle. The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Taylor. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jake Ryan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They convert on third with a gain of 22. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to go back to Clay that time, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready. Flag for two. Flag for two. Slow.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Nick Perry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over them. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for the Bills. And even 50 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now at Lambeau. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They come up in an offset eye. On the ground, Ivory. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Ivory, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Now it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Akeem Hunt now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on second down. The left side completion to Jones. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right. Jump out. Get reset. Hey, easy.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
319. Zoom.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Crosby puts it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bills getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now Taylor to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Taylor now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
2-10, ready. 3-19.
Here's Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. Completes it to Chris Ivory. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Slow.
Taylor will throw again. Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Slow.
They give it to Ivory. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now Thompson. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.